Yo, what's going on, family? Welcome back to the Make a Buck with a Truck podcast. It's your boy Big Mike right back at you. So today we're going to talk about how to go from company driver to owner operator. All right, so let me let you know right now, it's not easy being an owner operator. Okay, company driver, you for sure gonna get paid every week. Not so much so as an owner operator. Okay, but when you do get paid, if you know how to handle your money, the money is so much more rewarding. Okay, and the time freedom. I mean, being able to say, hey, no, I'm not going there. Or to say, yes, I'll go there, but I need this much. So you get an opportunity to negotiate your rates too with the broker. You know, if you're a completely owner operator, a completely independent contractor, or you can ask your dispatcher to ask for more money, you know, so you get that opportunity, you know, to do that. All right, so I just wanted to come bring it to you and just let you know that this episode is dedicated to my dear friend, Keith Wicks. You know, God bless you, Keith. You know, last radio call for your brother. You know, we didn't get an opportunity to do this before, but Keith died during COVID, at the height of COVID. But Keith was one of the best ones to do it. He asked all of his friends, anybody who had good advice, he would take that advice, weigh against that advice, weigh it against other advice, and go with what he thought was best. So let me tell you how Keith did his. So when Keith became the owner operator, he went to Lone Mountain to get his truck. Okay, so we know the rates at Lone Mountain are kind of wicked, right? So, but he did that, and before then, we kind of worked on his credit and sending some dispute letters, and I gave him some steps to take and stuff like that, and he did that. All right, and Keith got his credit up, you know, and he was ready to rock, you know. So when he went to Lone Mountain, he called everywhere in Georgia around Lone Mountain, see who would do an oil sample, to see who would do a dyno. And what a dyno puts stress on your truck just like it's under a load, because you can get in a truck and it'll drive just fine empty, but as soon as you put a load on it, it'll tell you the truth about that truck. Okay, so they did the dyno on the truck, and some companies will tell you, hey, well, there's no use of doing a dyno doesn't prove anything. That's not true. Okay, because a truck will act totally different between having a load and not having a load. All right, so but Keith had a dyno done, and he had oil samples pulled to see was any metal fragments, shavings from your pistons. Okay, so he made a good decision on the truck. And at that point in time, Keith and I both were running for the same company. We were leased onto the same company when he brought his truck over, and he did exactly what you were supposed to do. He took the runs that didn't nobody else want to take. Okay, if the money made sense, Keith would take the run. All right, so he went on to later on get his own authority to buy another truck. He put a family member in that truck, and that didn't work out too good, but he learned his lesson from that. All right, and he chose the kind of truck that his cousin wanted versus choosing the kind of truck that he knew he's supposed to take. All right, not only did he do that, when he got his own authority, he had 2 trucks. Then he added on a hot shot as well, and his sister ran that hot shot. So that just lets you know what kind of guy Keith was. Okay, so Keith was the kind of guy where he wanted to change his whole family dynamic through trucking, and it can be done. As long as you got the right type of individuals, right-minded individuals, like-minded individuals, guess what? You can change your whole family dynamic with this. All right, so the next guy I want to highlight is a young guy named Antoine Wingfield. Really, really smart young guy, y'all. So this young guy, he got Wingfield Trucking LLC. He's crazy about his kids, all right? And everything he does is with them in mind. So notice, you got to have a why as to why you're doing what you're doing. You know, I don't get out here and run this road for me. You know, I get out here and I run this road for my grandchildren and my children's children, for my children and my children's children. So when I get out here for them, I want to make sure that if there's something that they need, I got them covered. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm out here now. You know, another thing is Antoine's why meant so much to him. He mapped out the whole industry as well. He went to drive flatbed for a company to get his experience up. Once he got his experience up, he stacked his paper exactly like he's supposed to. He formed his business exactly like he's supposed to with an LLC or S Corp, or if you get big enough, C Corp. So he did that, and he went and bought a truck. And the truck he bought was a flatbed ready truck. Over the period of the last 2 years that I've seen him run this truck, he's only had one major issue. All right. So, but he told me, he said, man, I prayed about this. So that's one of the main keys. You got to have somebody else helping you beside what you feel like you can do on your own. All right. Whether you be a Christian or not, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm just telling you what he told me. He said, I prayed about this and it worked out for him. And he said, God has been there for him the whole step. One major issue over the last 2 years, you know, and that was where he had a transmission issue because he had an automatic truck, put it in the shop, you know, $6,700 later, you know, transmission fixing, he's back out rolling. But I can't tell you, he made 6 figures better, 6 figures twice in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you, I want to give his numbers away, but he made over 200 in 1 year. So I'm just letting you know that it can be done. And this with us leasing on to a company. All right. So he's at the point now where his truck is paid off and he's getting ready to make another move. He's even bought another truck waiting to make another move. Okay, whether to put a driver in it and bring it on over with us or to step out on his own. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that, hey, you can make a buck with a truck as well. One of the best ways to go from company driver to owner operator is to first of all do your research. See what the market is looking like. See what companies are offering what. I had a guy to tell me the other day that Landstar was taking 18%. And I told him he was a lie. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna look it up and we're gonna see. I might even call them myself and see if they're taking 18%. Because if they are, that's one of the better companies to go with because their rates are so high. They're getting $3 to $4 a mile on their rates. But last that I know, Landstar was doing 30%. So that means they do 30-70 split. They take 30, you keep 70. But if the miles and the rate doesn't match and the rates are down and fuel is high, I don't see how you can make it like that. Okay, so right now I'm looking at fuel, you know what I'm saying, and I'm looking at it at $3.99 per gallon. That's almost $4 a gallon. All right, I'm gonna get enough to get to where I'm going, where I know it's cheaper, and then I'm gonna get enough to get home. Okay, but I'm just trying to let you know that you can do this too. Okay, you can become an owner operator, and one of the best ways to do it is to be willing to stack your money. Be very mindful with your money. I got an ebook called Truck Bucks. I'll leave the link in the description. And one of the things it tells you is pay numero uno. Pay yourself first. Okay? You want to pay yourself first. Once you pay yourself first, you got to have separate accounts for different things. Okay? So you might want to have an expense account, which goes into your maintenance, which helps you with 30% of your gross, or 30% of your bring-in pay, which helps you with your maintenance, or it helps you with breakdowns. You got that money stacked up. You mean you get an owner's compensation. All right. So if you handle your business the way Truck Bucks tells you to handle your business, you'll always be prepared for whatever Uncle Sam, even when Uncle Sam comes at you, you're always prepared because you're doing your due diligence ahead of time. Don't make the same mistakes I made. I'm telling you this from experience. Do not make the same mistakes I made. Make sure you pay everybody the way you're supposed to pay them. Distribute your monies out the way they're supposed to be distributed out. Okay? So look, this is my time, y'all. We're 8 minutes into the video, and I'm really doing this for my daughter because she's out here driving somebody else's truck. She's doing it the right way. She's getting her experience up, but she has her own authority already. So therefore, her authority is getting some age on it. So when she gets ready to step out on her own with her own truck, guess what happens? Her authority has enough age where she goes and get a DOT inspection, pulls a couple load for like C.H. Robinson, the people that will take you from the beginning, and boom, she's off to the races. She can get loads with other people as well. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know that you can make a buck with a truck. You know what I'm saying? If you have any other questions, make sure to like and subscribe this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to like and subscribe to this. You know, we're going to blow this thing to the moon. I'm looking for 10,000 subscribers within the next month. You know what I'm saying? Share this with your friends. Share this with your family members. You can make a buck with a truck too. So remember, Wellness Wednesdays, Wealth Wednesdays, Workout Wednesdays. Tomorrow, that's what we got going. But today, hey, we bring you the information. Let me know in the comments what kind of information you want to know about trucking, and we're going to make it happen for you. All right? So go back and watch some of my other videos, and you'll be able to see some other things that happen within the trucking industry, and you too can make a buck with a truck. So, hey, that's my time, guys. Love y'all. Big Mike, we out. Make a buck with a truck. Let's go. Let's go.